Hey everybody, welcome back with part 2. I have no idea what I'm going to name this, but welcome to part 2. It's me, Ava, aka Kaisa. Okay, so when I last left off, I was speaking about feeling a failure, because you're not in reunion and you see others doing so. I hope you took time to think about that. All right, so today I'm going to jump right into it with the next topic. Time to mend relationships. Use this holiday season to test your spiritual growth and forgive differences. Ask higher self about each one. Analyze the lesson of significance. This includes work relationships as well. Okay. I know I mentioned, going this holiday season and being around family members and things that you don't want to be around anymore. Uncle Charlie probably talks too much, gets too drunk and says things he shouldn't. The flaws that humans have. Anyway, then you have that aunt that has no filter. What you gonna do? She has no filter. You just have to sit there and say, you know what, look at her. Okay. But don't make that your issue or your problem. You know what I'm saying? These are just the lives these are the paths they've chosen. And when you see them as just a soul of paths that they've chosen, it makes a big difference. Trust me. All right. If you fell out with somebody and you dread seeing them this holiday season, this is the opportunity to sit down with all the people you don't want to be bothered with that you're going to end up encountering this holiday season. Write them down on a piece of paper. Write down what it is that, that caused the separation between you or the falling out or whatever. And then think to yourself, is it really that important? And if it's that important, why is it that important? This is an opportunity for self-work and healing. Inner work, child work, and all that. Okay? Is it something that you should just keep going on about? Have they seen you recently or they act like it hasn't even happened? Okay. So, they act like it didn't happen. Now, you could take this 2 ways. All right? And I'm explaining this very carefully. Listen. You can either address them and say, when you said blah, 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 it bothered me. Okay? Or, and see where that happens and where that goes. If you know a person is kind of ego front and volatile, maybe you might not want to address it that way. All right? And just maybe let it go. Or you can take it, write them a letter about what they did, and then burn it. And say, I release into the universe all that yuck from this situation. Fill me back and replace it with healing and loving unconditional light. Okay? It makes a difference. And then when you go to see them, see if you still feel that way. And even if you do, you going to let that ruin the rest of your day? They probably not even acting like it. It happened anyway. All right? You got to, I'm going to say it again, 2018 is a time for release. All right? Okay. Ask your higher self about what the significance was of this encounter. Maybe there was a lesson in there for you to learn, and this is definitely time for the growth and development. So make sure that you take time and check in. I keep telling you, check in with your higher self. Okay? Check in. Okay. Work. You have a coworker at work that just get on your last nerve? Okay. You can address this coworker, or you can ask the universe to intervene Give them permission and say, please handle this situation for the best and highest good for me. And you can do that with all the relationships before you go deal with people. Okay? There are things that must be resolved. You can't hold on to all this stuff. We can't do that. All right? We'll never grow. All right. Twins are here to show unconditional loving light, and you cannot do that without closing the chapters of things, people, circumstances first. I just said it. Leave it in 2018. All right? Close those chapters. Feel better about yourself. Move forward. All right. The unawakened twins. Some of them have had some sort of epiphany. Okay? They're getting some clarity and realizing that it's time for a change. I had spoken about that, I believe, in my very first video, my very first dream message or whatever. But they're coming into some kind of clarity, like, oh, they woke up and said, oh my goodness, what's going on? Remember I said I'm going to repeating these things because when Spirit says to say things again, that means it's for the next person to hear. Or maybe the first one didn't get that, or it's just time for it to be said again. I don't question. I just don't shoot the messenger. I said this. Only repeating what I'm being told to do. Okay. They're allowing themselves to open up and let universe guide them. Some of them are actually taking notice of, oh, that's what that meant? You probably will pop up in the awakened twin will probably pop up in the mind of the unawakened twin of an instance, an event, some exchange of words, and they'll be like, oh, they're going to get their aha moments too. Okay. So a lot of them are getting their ahas moments. Okay. Their hearts are expanding as well as opening up, and they have a voice. This is magnificent. All right. So this means that the unawakened twins are finally realizing that, ooh, what is that I feel? I do feel something for this person. It is okay. I'm going to try and, be in that for a moment. And they're kind of stepping away from that ego mind and social ideals. Excuse me. And what they should be doing with these family members, or they've been with this person for so long, and the shunning and all that stuff. They're just finally saying, you know what? Hey, I need to address this and sit in my feelings. And I realize this. And now, remember we were talking about servitude before? Yeah. So the servitude issue of them, trying to make this one happy, running to make this one happy, and running to make that one happy. Well, they're starting to realize, you know what? I'm not your servant. And no, they're learning how to say no. They in the no. Okay? They're not allowing themselves to sit back and just be run over anymore. And you know what? That means that you doing your work too. Right? Okay. Some are seeking legal counsel. Yes! Woo! This is fantastic. Magnificent. This is wonderful. Wait a minute. Let me sit in that a minute. Oh, when I heard that, I was like, yes! My awakened twins will be very happy to hear that, for those that have their twins in a relationship of some sort, where they have partners and, married to these other people, have shared children with these people. So they're going to have to seek some legal counsel, because they're actually sitting there like, you know what, I can't do this no more. Let me go see what will happen. It's a slow process now. It's a slow process, but it's happening. Okay, they're actually going out to seek legal counsel, and they're like, let me see what'll happen if I do this. Now, remember, okay, when they're going to see these legal counsel, it may just be to get some information to see what kind of footing they're on, okay? It doesn't mean that they're running out the door real quick and they're immediately signing some divorce papers, okay? Don't get that twisted. But they are finally taking that first step. And that's so very, very, very imperative, okay? All right. Big things. Okay. They're also excited about their newfound discoveries and anxious about the moves and decisions that they're making. Ha! How about that? I'm going to read that again. They're excited about their newfound discoveries and anxious about the moves and decisions they're making. What's that mean? That means that they are taking that step, go seek counsel, and then they feel better about it. That guilt is starting to take, a back seat. That guilt about, well, you know what, my family's not gonna like me anymore. Remember, I was talking about being shunned, and they stopped talking to me and everything of that nature, or whatever. Their whole thing is, you know what? I just really need to be happy, and I'm not happy. You have to realize that there may be some that just like, you know what, I don't even care. They may get to a point, and this is a very little few though. And I'm told very little few. Some are just going to be like, you know, what you want? Let me just write down what you want. I'm signing. I just want you out of my life. Because you are volatile, you toxic. I can't do you no more. And their heart is not in it. It's just not in anymore. So that's that clarity. The fog has cleared. Okay. They're seeing signs. All right. And they're getting dreams. All right. So, and they're also getting downloads and activations, just as we are. Everybody getting some downloads and activations of some sort. So they're not going to be completely in the dark forever. All right. Okay. They must tie up loose ends. All right. So, with that being said, with them tying up loose ends and everything, they're going to make sure they have dotted all their I's, crossed all their T's. You know what I'm saying? So that when they do leave these partnerships, everything is in order. They can't come back, and there's things that are unresolved. I mean, it's messy. Some of these things will be really, really messy. Let's be realistic, okay? And if you think about it, do you want that drama in your life? I know I don't want that drama in my life. So, yeah, you go finish. You take care of what you got to do. Tie up your loose ends. If your partner is a drama queen or is way out there, vindictive, spiteful, I don't want any part of that. All right, let them get that all out of their system with them, and then come see me. All right. And I was told to give you guys a message strictly from universe. All right. Don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Bob Marley. Right? Enjoy your holiday season. Don't let this stuff get you down, okay? And if you want to hear this, of course I put the resource in the description box below. Okay? Don't worry about a thing. Universe has got you. As long as you stick with your plan and your decision, everything is going to be completely okay. All right? I love you all. Thank you for supporting me. And thank you for supporting yourself. for enjoying the highs and lows. We ride or die. That's the way I see the Twin Flame Collective. Ride or die. All right? Well, love to all. Peace to all. Wonders to thee. Ciao.